Hello and welcome! This video is about explaining items that are in your inventory. This is the third one that I've done, and I'm gonna try to pack as much as I possibly can into this video because it might be the last one for a while unless people want me to keep going with it. So without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So I'd like to start out with the food that you give your pet. As you can see, if you flip up, you have good feed, fair feed, and poor feed. So I'm going to do a lot of things for this account and explain things along the way. First thing is, let's go to town and go to the vendor for the food for your pets. So as we come over here, and I do want to say before we get to that vendor that I've been playing this game for more than 3 years plus years, and I've given my pets poor feed. So the difference between the next one up and the next one up is length of time you need to refeed them again. So poor is right here. It just says feed. It's gray. That's all that the vendor offers. See, poor feed. And you can tap on the one that says feed until full. I'll show that to you. But I usually just get a lot of it with my silver, put most of it in my storage, so it's there. I do this with my main character too, like, 15,000 of it, and then carry about 1,000, maybe 2,000, since our weight is definitely a lot up there, so you can hold a lot more stuff. See, yeah, 1,000's fine. And you'll find it all the way at the bottom. It's a gray item. So, and again, there's the poor feed. The poor feed and the good feed is the green one. So yeah, or excuse me, I meant fair. Oh man, the fair feed is green and the good feed I think is gold. So if we come here, maybe see that feed until full, just check that, and every time you tap on what you have, then it'll fill up the bars for all your pets. And if you have Life Plus, you don't have to, but it would just make sure that they're constantly fed. It's kind of a really nice thing to, you don't have to worry about the pets being fed, but it takes real money, so it is up to you. I'm not encouraging you to spend real money, just saying that that option is there for you. So if you flip up, you'll see poor, good, or fair and good. So I don't think I've come across good feed. I think you have to craft it. So let's see. I'm going to do a few more things for this account. I want to remind you that you want to go into your mailbox every day, because twice a day, I don't recall what times, Pearl Abyss will give you free stuff, and especially restoration scrolls, which is highly sought after. So when you get the hang of when twice a day Pearl Abyss gives you those free things, then you're set. Or set an alarm, and so you can get in, grab it, and go on with what you're doing. Also, the social tokens, very important, because you want to have friends, and if you go here to the social area and you have your friends list, you want it to be as full as possible. You see where it says add friend, you can just click to invite people like crazy until you fill it up with 50, but sometimes there are people that just don't want to play the game anymore, and that's fine. So we'll just kick them out. And sad to see some people go. But you come here to add friend, it would be the next day, and you'll see people that you can send invites to, and everyone wants to help each other, so they send you social tokens. And what do you do with those things? Oh, by the way, you can do the greet all every day, every morning, so you're sending social tokens to all these people in kind. So let's see what else. I also want to encourage you to go to tasks and do your daily tasks, because you get free stuff there and free black pearls. Use the black pearls to buy things, so very important that you do your daily tasks And let's see, what else can we get to? Black Spirit. Oh yes, that's right. Black Spirit quests. I do this every day for my accounts. You do it and you get free loot right here, ancient tablets and the boss stamps. It's just defeating enemies, just you're farming people, so tap on it to start the quest. And if you're in Hadum and you're farming, you'll get both of these done at the same time. So you can get dark coins and the other for loot, just for taking out enemies. And for my main character, it takes about 15 minutes, and she's done killing all these people. So it just depends where you're at with your character. And of course, if you're in a guild and you go to quests, you want to do your daily guild quests. There's 3 different types. You could do life skills, you can do killing enemies, and what's in miscellaneous. But the point is when you do it, your guildmaster gets points, and he spends those points on you to kill bosses to give you free loot. So it's really important that you do your daily tasks and your guild daily tasks. See, I'm gonna claim all and get more free loot. Oh look, I qualified, so now I can get the last set of black pearl. So that's what, 20 black pearls a day. And as you can see, I've been doing it for a while. So this is all stuff that is free loot that I hope you're taking advantage of. The weekly one, also just read what you can do to knock out every week. Most of it is repetitious things, and if you're looking for silver, this is where you go. You unlock desert, you spend 1 hour purified water in the desert, and then you get this, the Cursed Pirate Island Pass. I have a video on it. When you use it, you get lots of silver. How much silver? Millions, billions, and you can even go into the trillions. It just depends on how many passes you save up. So for achievements, you also want to make sure that you're claiming all. Sometimes there might be a bug. I have a bug where it says sorry. So if it is, that's fine. Just make sure you're claiming everything. The point of this part is to make sure you're getting all the free loot possible. And going back to social and mileage in the Pearl Shop is the social, that's not the social tokens. If you have a budget and you're buying things, you get this currency that looks like the letter M, and it's the mileage tokens, and you can spend it here. So if you have a budget and you do those things, I'm going to go ahead and just use that hot time. Let's come over to where our storage is. Let's see, what else can we talk? Oh, I'm putting in things that we've already talked about in the first video and the second video. So I'm just going through and seeing, okay, what do I want to put over into my storage? And I'm saving it up. It's like saving materials so that when I'm ready to use those materials, I'll have it in a large quantity. Especially black crystals are used for taking low-level gear and leveling it up so that you can keep going further and further. I think when you got a piece of gear, it needs to be plus 40, and you use the black crystals to do that. And then after that, you start using other materials, and you don't use the black crystals very much after that. So I think that's a starting point. And that's why I'm saving those up in case I need it for my alt characters and that gear. So let's see, we're putting a lot of other stuff into it. See, there's more black crystals. Gonna get to that today. I would put the chests that have the skill books in there, but he still needs to max out his skills, so we want the chests and to use the skill books. So the Shikatu seal, yes, we want to save those, because the really good stuff is when you save it and you go to your craft, and I think it's the last tab to special stuff, and then you spend the Shikatu seals to get really nice things. Oh, and definitely the chest from the ferry that has fish inside, so if you need to stock up on food, you can open that chest and store it in your camp in the food silo. So, and of course the fair feed we'll just put in there. You'll notice I've been at this for a while, so 119 out of 170 is now 121 because there's a lot of items already in there, so I'm just stacking it up. And if it gets too much, you can use alt characters and move it from your storage into the alt characters. So I'm also going to use my EXP scrolls. This is stuff I would normally do before making this video, but because this is the last video I'm going to do for a while, move on to other things, I want to show you this process, what I'm doing. I talked about chaos jewels in the last video. Look at that. I got 100, so let's make a chaos jewel and let's make sure we store that in our storage. So that tab, select mode, tap on the chaos jewel and tap store. So now it's over and we're collecting, or more or less saving. So let's see what else we can do. Now, I did talk about in the first video the open chests. So I really want to tap on open chests and be done with it, but I want to explain that if you tap on each one, it shows you what it gives you. So you want to be familiar with each of these chests. So after a length of time, you can be like, yeah, I know about it. I'm aware. Let me just open chests, open them all up, and I will know what to do with it. Put it in my storage or put them in an alt character. Now, those chests that I was just at are from the boss monsters. Not the boss rush, but the regular world boss monsters. So this right here is scrolls, and you can see my Path of Glory entry pass. So I want to, of course, use all these passes. So we'll just tap on that. So now I have more Path of Glory entries, and for that boss, Red Nose, I have more entries to do for that. And it's over here in Alyeli. Sorry I'm going so fast, trying to cover so much. So you have your weekly entry of 1 every week, and then your alternate or extra entries, which is below. And you can see that Enraged Red Nose has 1 extra entry. So you have Auto Boss Rush, Family Dispatch, and Use All Passes if you think you missed some. So that's how that works. But Family Dispatch, look at the right hand side, available only at 150,000 family CP. So if you don't have a total amount of 150,000 or greater, you can't use this just yet. So it's based off of all your characters that you have. So I wonder where I'm at. Oh, I think it showed it at the top and I just missed it. So if you go to inventory and you scroll up, see family CP, I'm at 132,000 out of 150. So I need to gear up some alt characters to be able to use the family dispatch. If I tap confirm and try to use these entries, it'll say, let's see if I tap on it, does not meet requirements. So wah wah. So you just got to work on your alt characters and get their gear up as best you can, and then you'll qualify to use that feature. It's not just what I have here, it's everyone. And it showed what your family CP was at the end. So Auto Boss Rush will do every single one and knock them all out. And each boss has lots of loot. So tap on each one, get familiar with what they offer, tap on the icons and see what they are. Just, you don't have to memorize it, just get familiar with what you're seeing And when you need it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. There was a boss that I want to do all the time that gives me what I need so I can upgrade. If you see this icon with the little bag in the top left corner, that means it's just an item to sell to a vendor. Look at that, 100 million silver for that. Ooh, nice. I think that came from a boss. Yep. So if I go to shop and you tap on sell junk, everything with the bag icon will sell. So tap on it and whoo, 939 million silver. Nice. Very nice. So that's what I do, is I tap on that to just give myself more silver. And let's keep going. Cracked ancient tablet. What is this? Oh, the forgotten labyrinth of the ancients. If you're like, what? If you come over to the gift icon on the left, it's in event and reward info. The forgotten labyrinth of the ancients. Every Wednesday and Saturday at this time, server time, you go to your mailbox, you get that item, and it allows you entry. So today's Saturday, I believe, when I'm doing recording this, so I would be able to get into it, but I'll just leave it to you for next time. Shadow Knot is for a boss rush. It's part of boss rush. It's an item that it needs. So here it is. These are all the bosses, not world bosses, but just regular bosses. So I could prepare and fight just Red Nose. And here's a multiplier of how many I use out of all that I have. I have 126. If I need these two items to get more, so it's boss rush stamps and the shadow knots. If you hit group pass exchange, you're combining all of them. You tap on max, and this is how many you have to divvy up versus all of the bosses. So you can see that's what I did. Acquired 86 special boss rush stamps. That's over here in the bottom left corner. Once again, sorry I'm talking very fast, just trying to cover as much as I can in 30 minutes. So auto start is it does all of the bosses and all of the passes that you have, and you can either do the minimum or raise the difficulty. The difficulty goes from 1 to 10, and that's it. After difficulty 10, you're at the max, so you can raise it as you do it. If you have Combat Plus, it will do it by multiples of 10 passes at a time, 10 plus. So if you have it, it's good to use. If not, that's fine. Family Dispatch, it's only available if each of the bosses are at max level, so difficulty level 10. So when you have all of them at level 10, or not all of them, but one of them at level 10, you'll be able to do this. And as you can see, you also need a character that qualifies for CP to be able to do it, as well as a difficulty of level 10. And depending on how many you unlocked, it says dispatch can take up to 4 hours. So it's kind of like, alright, I'll have someone else do it while my main character and I enjoy the game. So special rushes, you can use a maximum of 500 or one at a time. There's the multiplier of how many you want to use at once. So what it does, it randomly selects one of the bosses and you fight them with special conditions. So that is how this works. Here's the reward list. If you tap on it, you can see what you would get. Cron stones, a Yali relic chest, all sorts of lovely stuff. The main point is get familiar with every section, what the rewards are, what you get, dive in and know all the details. So that is those chests. Let's see, let's go back. What else did I miss? I know I'm going kind of fast. Black tier accessory chest, yep, that's good for alternate characters if you want to outfit them with some gear, We should probably go into this. You get this with Path of Glory. It's the emblems, and it's an enhancement material. So let's see, what else am I? There it is, right there. Once you open that chest, it's located here with the ring. And we're going to actually use the Black Spirit. So you go to Black Spirit, you go to Dark Energy, and there they are. For this purpose, I think we're just going to select them. I don't really need any of this stuff except for maybe the red gear and the red relics. Everything in red and pink. I need that for my alt characters, but everything else can go, and you get a material that helps enhance your emblem. So we're just going to go ahead and finish this up. I need the red, I need the pink. It's for upgrades, so it's best to save that stuff. Give it to an alt character if you don't have space in your treasure chest, in your camp. So we'll go to emblem, and let's see, we go to enhance, and here's the emblem that I have, and the material that we just got. I mean, I've been saving a lot, so I saved up about 16,000 of it. So I'm just tapping and holding until it's 100% and enhancing. And why would I do this? Because there's so many things in the game that helps increase your CP and your strength, and this is one of them. So I'm going to show you using all of this material. So I tap and hold. Looks like I'm able to get it to plus 15, maybe plus 16. Oh yeah, look at that. That was close. So I was able to go from 14 to 15 to 16 and increase my CP. So this is a reason why Path of Glory have the Black Spirit break down the orange and red emblems you're not using, because I'm using a purple one, which is better than those colors. And going back to the inventory, let's see what else. The horse, yeah. The horse emblem, anytime you see this, you want to tap on auto register or use. So you tap on use, and this puts the horse, it gives it a default name. Unless you want to personally name your horses, you can. But you go into your camp, and hopefully you have built a building for your horses. So the goal is to get up to level 7 and then start stacking all of your level 7s so that you can do a big bunch to try to get a level 8 horse. Level 8 horses are not easy to get, despite what your friends say. I have some, it took a while. So if you go to breed, it looks like, oh cool, I can do 2 tier 6 horses. I'm looking for any horses that might be level 1, otherwise I'd feed them. But it looks like, you see in the middle and the bottom, feed until full. It looks like the minute I put that horse in here, it fed it, and it's level 10. So we'll come here to breed, and anything that is level or tier 1 to 6 will 100% work. Tier 7 to tier 8 is a chance. So as you can see, my 2 tier 6s want to be a tier 7. This is going to be 100% success. I'm just, aesthetics. Hey, it's named Rick. That's fine. You can change the name if you want. So now you can see that in information tab, I have a level 1 Rick. So come over here, tap on this food. It says feed until full. You can check it, uncheck it. I have 75%, so we'll tap on that and make him level 10 and ready to be another horse that's level 7 to try for tier 8. And that is food. If you run out of what you normally have, you can use nutritious hay. You go into your camp, and then it's I think it was farm, or in your book, in your cooking book, it's the 3rd tab down. You'll see for horses, and you'll see nutritious hay. But from tier 7 to tier 8, you need this item, rainbow jewel fruit. It's not cheap. It is not cheap. So please don't try for a tier 8 one at a time. Save them all up so that you have about 16 or 17 to try, and then do it in a bulk. Let's move on to these things. They're knowledge experience for boss monsters. They're given to you from a chest, and they're there to help increase your experience in that boss. And also it raises your CP. So they're giving you the experience. See, Tukar Layton, it went from 22 to 23. CP just went up. It increased my DP. There's AP and DP. That increases your overall CP, which is your strength of your character. And as you can see, I'm just using all of them. I unlock them, so if you're like, I have them but they're not working, you need to unlock them, and that would be in your story section of the main menu. So it's very important when you play this game to unlock everything you possibly can in story, because all these items they throw at you connect to them. See, there's the story. So let's see, what am I looking for? I lost track on what that was. Let's see. So there's the bosses, the world bosses in Ayali Rift, and then there's the boss rush. These are normal bosses. Oh shoot, I had a reward I didn't click on. If you see that, that means that's free loot. As you can see, I need to unlock 2 more. If you tap on it, it tells you complete Fallen Forest story, and the word is story, so that's where you need to go. Complete the story, Dregan, the rise of the Sherikan. So okay, well, I want to unlock those 2 things, so where is it I need to go? Tap on the menu, see story right here, tap on this. It would be in the essential, and there it is right there. Whoops, I clicked too fast. Fallen Forest. So that was the first monster. See, unlocks Dim Tree Spirit. Unlocks Boss Rush, Monster, Dim Tree Spirit. So I still need to do that to unlock the second to the last guy. And it's not too hard. It shouldn't be too hard. Just go through it, enjoy the story, and now he's part of your boss rush. So let's and the other one was in there as well. Was it Sherikan? I think it was. Yeah. So let's move on and look through the inventory, see what else I can cover for you. I know it might be intimidating. You're like, dude, there is a lot of stuff there. Let's see, Cat's Verariaak. I was trying to find where that was and how to unlock that. At this current moment, I know he's a regular boss that you fight, but I'm just not sure. I think it might be in the main storyline is where you would unlock him. I was looking through Essential to see if there was one that said unlocks Cat's Verariaak. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. So, but looking through all this, I think it's probably connected to the main. There's Dregan, Land of the Dragons. So there's the other one that it was talking about. I'm wondering if you do that, then it will connect to Cat's Verariaak. I'm not sure. But this is another point why you want to go into all the story and just do every single one you possibly can. See, there's Rise of the Sherikan right there. Yep. So I can't even do that until I do the first one. The first one at the very left. Yeah. But you want to complete all of these to unlock everything, so the materials that you get that connect to it, you can use it. Let's look at these 2 things. So this is a Co-op Rush Scroll. It will allow you to select which one you want to use. You can do Chest of Greed, Chest of Vengeance, or a Spirit Chest. Each of these connect to a boss monster in the Co-op Rush, and we're going to go there. It's on the left hand side. under Co-op Rush. There it is. So you tap on this, and you see all these monsters on the left-hand side, these tabs. See? If I want to do this, I need to do the story quest Awaken Watcher right there. So this would be the greed guy, and then Dregan Spread of Terror is probably the next one that they were talking about. And notice the CP difference too. You don't want to go through the trouble of unlocking something unless you want to, and then you'll have to get stronger to be able to get in, because you don't have enough CP or high enough CP to do it. So the first one is the greed, and going up it just gets stronger and stronger. So this is important. When you go back to this chest right here, Co-op Scroll Rush, you want to do the greed one. So I'm going to do that, so it's there for Grey Wizard to use, because he has the CP to do it. Let's see, what else? I should talk about, yeah, there it is, Chest of Greed. But it won't let me open it because I haven't unlocked him yet. I haven't unlocked that section. I gotta do the story. The Awakened Watcher. Yeah, see? It's kind of like, dude, you gotta do it. Can't use it, see? It even tells you, do the story. Alright, so if I go to Story, Essentials, come over, there it is, the Awakened Watcher. Even looks like the boss too, see? Unlocks Co-op Rush, off in Tet. Alright, going back to the inventory, let us get into this. It is Trials of a Tour, Ancient Entry Pass. You get this pass from the Great Desert Temple and the Black Rock Shrine. If you tap on Trials, you have two tabs, Ancient and Elite. And I am currently going through the Ancient tab. So from the main menu, it's over here on the left-hand side. Under Trials, that's how you get to it. So if you scroll all the way, when you go into this for the first time, it'll start you at level 1. Tap on it, you'll say, oh, suggested CP is 6,000. I have 24 of these. Right now it's set to use 18 of my 24. I was like, no. And it can auto start, and you can raise the difficulty. So multiplier of 1, raise difficulty checked, auto start checked, and you will start climbing as high as you can. When you get to the highest one you can possibly do, then change your multiplier to use as much as you want that you have left into it. And by the way, when you do a progression character, you finish that at around 30k CP. So this starting at 6k? Oh yeah. The advice is still the same. Use the multiplier of 1, climb the ranks all the way up to let's see, 30k CP up to level 25, and then keep going. And when you get to one where it's more comfortable and it's higher than 25, then change your multiplier to do bunches of tickets at the same time, so that you could do it one at a time from then on, but that's what the multiplier is there for. It's to save time. So if I finish and I have 35, I'm going to just use as much as I can, so we are going to show this to you. Now, I have a wizard. His strength is AoE, or Area of Effect damage, and his purpose is to damage multiple creatures at the same time in a circle. And this is why I love this class. And for this purpose right here, he is perfect fit, because all these creatures are going to come at you in a circled arena. How about that? And so what I want you to do is look to the right. You see the glowing diamond? There's 6 of them. That's levels. So 6 are waves. 6 waves of creatures are going to come at you. So as he defeats the first wave, the second diamond will light up to say you're in the second wave. So it's going to keep going. It's smooth to move on to the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the last wave, the 6th one, there's 2 boss monsters that come at you, so I'm gonna slow it down or not attack so you can see what's going on. But for now, my wizard is just pulverizing. I'm 36 KCP. I believe it said 35, the top right corner. See where it says 35,000, level 30. So I am 1.4k higher than these creatures, and that's where you want to be. I mean, you can challenge yourself and do higher levels, of course, but if you're lacking on time, then you want to be in a position where you can either just watch the show or a little bit of skill and you can maneuver it yourself. Your call, your choice. So we're on the 5th wave right now. It's very smooth. I mean, all you saw were creatures. So now we're on the 6th one, so I'm going to uncheck auto fight. And you can see the 2 creatures there. They're like, hey, why are you running? Come over here and fight. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on auto again and let our wizard start fighting them. And they have the 2 health bars, you see, for the 2 monsters. And you can see how quickly that my wizard just demolishes them. And oh, by the way, that bubble right there, it's an invulnerability bubble. So it's pretty nice. Archmage Magician has it, as well as Wizard. So and I think Invoker might have it. I'm not for sure, but it's part of the same class. So that's a pretty nice bubble. The cooldown's murder though. It takes a while before the cooldown comes back for you to use it again. You go into this place because you can increase your CP. The more passes you use in bunches, the higher the level will go. See, I'm at level 177. When it goes all the way across, I increase in CP. That's the reason I'm here. Always doing things to increase your CP. So let's go ahead and get out of this and move on. Let's see what else we can talk about in the inventory. So Trials of a Tour. It is fun. It is challenging. So you should really do it. Let's zoom in on him. He's got a really interesting face. All you can see is the gray. Okay, let's see. What else can we talk about? Scrolling. Yep, I'm going to do open chest. And so I've talked about what this is in the first video of what are these things and let's talk about them. So as you can see, I leveled up my Black Spirit, and that also increases my CP. Wow, you've seen me increase my CP, what, 3 times now? With various things. So what it's doing right now is taking all my items and combining them into a stronger item. And it's condensing, always condensing these items to be the highest they could possibly be. And it lowers the items in my inventory down here in the bottom right corner. See, it's at a 600 items. So I'm just letting it open all these chests. And this is something you should be doing when you have your character until you have items that you don't need them anymore. And you need to start stacking them and giving them to an alt character like skill books. When you finish all your skill books, those skill book chests need to go to an alt character. When you're ready, you can give them to your alt character team to strengthen their skills. And when that's all done, you can decide whether you want to finish every character that you have and make sure all their skills are maxed out. It's your call. But for me, I save them in case I want to check out a new character. I can go back to that big pile and skill them up from 0 to 10 instantly. So these are the boss rush or the boss passes for the Alyali section. So I went ahead and used that so I have more entries. Oh look, I got more regular bosses like Tukar Layton. Oh, my CP went up. Yeah, opening the chests give me some experience. There's Verariaak. You don't have this knowledge, of course. So I'm going to have that remain in my inventory, or I can put it in my chest in my camp to just save it until I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and use all skill books. Ooh. I'm at level 6 for most skills. Looks like I hit level 7 on many of those skills. You see that blue arrow? That means it's ready to learn to increase. So 3 out of 5 becomes 4 out of 5. And if you're wondering what this is, I cover it in many videos. Probably the first one that I did talks about skills and what enhancements are. So I'm learning to increase my enhancements. And I should say this while I'm at it. You truly don't know what your character can do and the strength of your character until you have all skills maxed, all enhancements maxed, you're using memory imprints, and yeah, when it all comes together, then you truly know how strong your character is. If you judge it too soon, well, it's a shame. Always make sure you go into tabs like boss and get your free loot. So let's go back to our inventory and see what else we can talk about. Gosh, it's almost time. Jeez, no, we're past 30 minutes. Darn. Well, as you can see, I tried to get through as much as I possibly can. Once again, I do apologize if I went very fast. Just feel free to watch the video again so you can see what I'm covering and what it was for. If you like these videos and you're like, dude, I like what you do, but slow the heck down, I can certainly do that. I just don't know if something like this is in demand. People want to see more. I will do more if it's needed, but for the meantime, I wanted to put something out there so that you can at least understand what certain items are for and how you use them. So for the outro of this video, here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the videos on this channel, please like, subscribe, let people know I am always doing more videos, and there are always more videos left to do. I could probably do this guy and his items for another week if I wanted to. But in the meantime, thank you, and you have a great day. Take care. Bye now.